This was the story behind this picture. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to subscribe and drop a like, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye! Ah, nice. Whew, good. Hey man, I just finished to film the BDP video and I was wondering, could you start with the editing? Yeah, well, maybe also if you could fix some mistakes, you know, the usual things you do. Why? Why do I always make you sound like a normal human being? Can you not speak? Can you just say something that's... Okay, relax. Relax. Do you have any idea how long it takes to Ctrl+X delete your videos into making sense? Yeah, but you do realize that we're the same person, right? Huh. Okay then, nice. Can you upload it as well? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're continuing the fan favorite series Behind This Picture and How I Edit It. Series where I bring you along with me around the world on an imaginative journey to discover my favorite shots and show you my editing tricks. And by the way, if you're new here, my name's Gabriele and I mainly create content about travels, low budget, and photography. So if you're interested, maybe stick around, consider subscribing, and if you enjoy my content, also drop a like. It's a simple and free way to support me. Thank you. Okay then, what picture are we talking about today? Well, I'm sure my handsome editor will make sure to show you the picture on screen. It's the last days of April 2019 and I'm on my way to reach China by train. I'm almost there actually. Today it's my last day in Mongolia and since it's my last day I thought why not have something cool. And I decided to join a guided tour to discover what I thought would be the real Mongolia. By real Mongolia, I mean the romantic idea that my brain kept feeding me about Mongolia, which is like empty vast spaces and unspoiled nature and wildlife, those kind of things. Not really the views that you can see from the capital with pollution and cars everywhere and that kind of things. I'm sorry, I just can't like you. Now would you look at that? We finally do agree on something. Whew, how crazy. Now, I can't remember how it went down, but somehow I managed to meet a tour operator that was looking desperately for someone to fill up their party for that day's tour. They told me, okay, these people are going for a 3 days camping with nomadic shepherds. You can go home with the guides because they have to come home anyways, so wanna join? We are gonna make a discounted price. Of course, what do you think they say?
I joined.
It's a win-win. So, okay then what's the plan? First off, we need to be picked up. Then, before to leave the city, we would stop at a beautiful viewpoint that offers great amazing views from Ubi. Okay, then what? Then we finally enter Mongolia. It means steppes. It means huge, sweet nothing. There is few roads, there is a village here and there, and oh my god, is that a Genghis Khan statue? Well, it's a 40 meters tall statue that's located about 50 kilometers from Ubi, and that's the place that every tourist go visit. I don't mean to say it's a tourist trap, but it's very mainstream. The cool thing about it is that thanks to its flat surroundings, it really does feel huge. It's like bigger than life almost. Anywhere you look at it, it feels very massive. And it's cool. From the Genghis Khan statue, we went off for some lunch and then we headed towards the camping site. After some off-road driving in the steppe, we managed to arrive at the camping where my travel mates for that day would stay for 2 more nights, sleeping there with the local family. And well, there's 3 things that really resonated with me about that camping. Doggos. I mean, is there really more to say? Cultural inappropriation. Well, when we arrived at the camp, our hosts were about to have lunch and since they invited us inside their yurt to have some tea, I saw they were cooking something, and they were about to cook some pasta. The thing was, I thought, wow, it's unexpected, at least. And then I saw how they made pasta. They put the empty pot on the water, then they put pasta in it, and then finally they pour cold water in the pasta. What the f...
Subscribe!
So our hosts were a Mongolian nomad family, and the family was composed of about 10 people. There were, you know, the children, there were the parents, and there was the grandma. The grandma, she appeared to be like sweet old lady, usual grandma, you know. Apparently, she wasn't. She was a little crazy, we found out later on. To cut it short, what happened was we were having some tea, all the family, and the lady, she sits down, starts screaming out of his lungs, out of nowhere, and keeps screaming, like if it's in pain, like if she's in pain. And we don't get it, like what's going on? And then, in 2 seconds, what I assume was the son of this lady grabs her, goes to the car, puts her in the car, and drives off in the sunset. What the fuck? Whew. Well, it was quite a long day, but now it's just me and the guide, and we have one last stop to visit, which is
Gory Terrence
Park. Well, in order to get back to the main road, we would have to go off-road for a little while, and this is where the picture happened. So imagine, it's sunset, it's a little bit overcast, but you can still see a good decent chunk of sky. The light is beautiful. I'm in the car, and I'm bouncing all the time because there is no road at all. And there's just bumps. I'm bouncing in the car. I'm looking out the window. So what I see is 2 men walking. My first thought was obviously, what the f are 2 men doing here? Because there's barely nothing here. And it's crazy, and it was so surreal. It was not at all the situation where you want to shoot at 1/1000th of a second. But what I had to do, I had just one moment, so I did that one thing. I
Underexposed.
and I took the picture, so it was good. And this was the story behind this picture. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to subscribe and drop a like. And
Wait a second.
I will see you in the next one.
I can't find the part where you edit the picture.
Hey dude, can't find the editing part. Dude?
Wait, what's that?
Hey dude, forgot to tell you that you also have to edit the pic, Gabi. Alright, let's get this done over with. So, the first thing we want to do with this picture is to correct the exposure. It's pretty underexposed, and I would say at least one stop, yeah, it will already help it out. You can check the histogram how most of the pixels now are in the middle part of our histogram, which means good. Then, what can we do? I'm sure this lower part will get darker than the sky, so we will take care about that later. But I for sure want the contrast to punch in more. Ooh, like this. Let's go 50. Then, shadows up, blacks a little down, whites can stay there. Okay, and there is already a change in the picture. Okay, now that we can see something, we can move on to the straightening and cropping of this picture. I don't think I want to straighten this picture because it's pretty straight and you can see the horizon quite alright there. The only thing I want to do is to crop it because I want to have the 2 guys in the middle, in the real middle of the picture. So I'll do it this way. There we go. And they are also on the edge, which I really like. Then, what do we do? I remember there was some dust particles in my sensor when I was traveling, so the images were looking a little bit like crap. And let's see, I checked before. It's here, haha, I found you. So with the healing tool Q, I can just do this, and this is fixed. Then this is a very annoying and distracting part, and I believe it's a reflection from the car window, which will be deleted as well. And now there is also this part, which is distracting the heck out of me, which is not positive. Bye bye. Okay, what now? Now let's go to the HSL tab, because I want to give this picture a feeling of dream. I want this picture to feel like it's real, but it's not real in a way. It's, I don't know, the colors should remind you of something that's in your fantasy more than it's in reality. And to do that, I want a green sky, basically. Boom, magic. This is a bit hardcore, I know, but let's see what we can do. Maybe with the luminance and the saturation. Oh, this I like. Ooh, this I like. Okay, too much. This is okay. This is perfect. So this is the kind of dreamy sky look that I want this picture to have. Okay, next we want to have a circle filter here, because this is the real. This is not the men are not really the subject of the picture. Like it's a combo between the step and the men. The men are just like there doing their thing, which I don't know what that is, but let's have them a little brighter. But now feather more. Okay, we can do some corrections with the brush. Pressing K, you can just fix it, and pressing O, you can see where you're brushing, which is very much helpful. Let's see. Ooh, love that. Little extra. Let's give it some more up here. I don't want to have extra highlights popping off. Okay. It works enough for me, but now let's get this part a little brighter. Exposure, ooh, too bright. Go back. Oh no, actually, let's expose it and contrast it. But then this is too much. So this brush have to go away along with the circular filter. Bye bye.
Love that.
I will brush the men directly, so it's a more subtle of an effect, but still they will eventually pop a little more. Exposure, ooh, okay, contrast and highlights. Let's see. Yeah. Now let's just have some erasing on the corners, maybe. Okay. Oh, it feels good. Feels good now. Let's see. Yeah. We are almost there. Now, doesn't this feel a little bit too like green still? Too cold maybe? Let's do something like this. By the way, if you notice a difference in this part, it's because I'm doing basically everything in one take, and it's not easy to speak and doing stuff for me. So let's say I'm not that kind of multitasking person. Anyways, you get the point. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing, and that helps. Ooh, the histogram is looking good. I like it. I will keep these wires, these electricity wires, because I think they add to the sort of surreality of this picture. Like, what are electricity lines doing here? Anyways, well, I believe that we're done for this picture. Nice. Well, I have to admit it, besides me talking weird and trying to explain new stuff, it was nice to edit this picture. I guess after all, it wasn't a bad choice for him to let me edit it. Anyways, this video is finally ended. I'll see you next time.